You're watching a master at work.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we got barbecue so good you slap your mama.
Really?
For real. Come on down and tell it like it is. Oh, wait a minute.
It's sports.
This
ain't tell it like it is barbecue.
is not tell it like it is barbecue.
No. That's later on.
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock somewhere.
Channel 6, UPTV, tell it like it is. Big Joe,
Big Bun.
Big Bun. That mean one thing. 1 hour, world of sports. We're gonna roll tonight.
Challenges.
Get your phone fingers ready, cause the original Stack Girl is back.
Yes.
Yeehaw! She went to Stack Girl training last week. The Stack Girl rodeo.
She got the finger going.
She got the finger going.
Pop,
and-
lock it, drop it.
So you give us a call at 555-5555. Is that your number, Stack Girl?
No, that's not it.
What's the number?
Just the number on the screen.
The number on the screen? I can't see that far.
384-2452.
Stack Girl said 384-2452, 384-2452. Tell like it is, UPTV Channel 6. Holler at us. Big Bun said challenges.
Challenge.
We still got a 3-call minimum at this club. Just got some smoking ban gone. You still got a 3-call minimum. So you better holler at us. We're going right into it. NBA playoffs.
Jump ball.
Is the pool, can we jump in the pool?
You can jump in the pool.
We're going to jump right in the pool. NBA playoffs. The Bulls.
It was good while it lasted.
First of all, this is the slide. Jason, you put the bracket slide up. If you're sitting at home looking, you see the Utah Jazz advanced in the Western Conference Finals. And then our coach put the Bulls in going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's in her bracket.
Right. And if this was NCAA, whoosh, she's out the pool.
You right.
Done. The Bulls, bye-bye. I told you last week the NBA stood for no Bulls allowed. They done.
Detroit played with them.
They played with them.
Hey, like, come on. You know, like you a little kid, you won't go outside and play with the other kids because you younger than the rest of them.
Right.
They're like, come on, Joe, play some basketball. They let you score a couple baskets.
Oh, I'm good.
And then get game time, game shot coming. Get out of here. Then you come in for that layup, you get a steal and go over there layup. Get out of here. Game over.
Y'all stop doing that to my shot.
Game over.
The Bulls is done. And you know why they done?
No inside presence.
The postman don't ring twice in Chicago.
Ben
Nothing.
Wallace is old. Mr. Thomas is young.
PJ stand for what they stand for, peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah, he played for the Charlotte Hornets.
That ought to tell you something right there. The
He
Charlotte.
played with Grandmama
Ooh, and that's back when,
and Muggsy Bogues.
and that's when Alonzo had that box fade.
Yes,
PJ Brown.
PJ.
But here's something I want to throw out to you, man. You know, Dollar Bill, when he's on the show, he always called me a stat man.
You are a stat man.
I am a stat. I love stats, because stats don't lie.
That's true. They lie sometimes.
They ain't gonna lie this time. The MVP of the Bulls Detroit Pistons series, Corey Billups. Or Chauncey Billups. Corey Billups. I don't even know the guy's name.
That's his brother.
That's his brother, Corey. Corey used to play, but now he has some things. And Chauncey Billups, 20 points per game, 7 assists per game, and he was over 40% from the three-point line. You know who the MDB was?
Who was that?
The most disappointing player?
Who would that be?
Kirk Heinrich. Guess what his stats were?
What was it?
12 points a game, 7 assists a game, and he shot less than 30% from the three-point line. Is that not the difference in the series?
Could be.
Could be.
My opinion, the Bulls, when they, like game 3, when they was ahead, instead of them going into the offensive flow, they coming down like they playing out here at Scotts Park, shooting the ball. Now, granted, they won game 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So game 6, I mean, Detroit, they just put it on them. They Bulls shot themselves out the game.
You're exactly right. The Bulls shot 43% for the series, and they were 35% from the three-point line.
That would not win your series.
Detroit, 44%. But here's the other stat. They killed them on the boards. Second chance points. Detroit rebounded when they needed to rebound, and they scored when they wanted to score.
Hey, Chris Webber scored.
Chris Webber,
He scored.
he scored. Scored a couple points.
That was his first time.
Right. You know. But you figure you got McDyess coming off the bench. You got Tayshaun Prince doing his thing.
Yep.
Rip Hamilton running off of screens. Crazy Wallace. I didn't even call him Rasheed. That's just Crazy Wallace.
That's Rasheed Wallace.
You know, Rasheed, not only did he score 14 points a game, he was 89% from the free throw line.
Yes.
89%.
And Chauncey Billups wasn't, he probably a good 80 or 90%.
Right.
Every time I looked up, he was, game 4 or 5, he missed 2 free throws out of 15.
That's it. That's it. And final thing, the Detroit Pistons have 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 players in double figures.
That'll win. That's team ball.
That's team basketball.
That's team.
And Chris Webber was averaging 9, so he was right there. They almost had their starting 5.
He ain't no points.
Yeah, but C-Dub is giving up fame for a ring.
He ain't no choice.
He been in the league, what, 37, 38 years?
Yeah, he played with,
Oscar Robertson,
yeah.
Kareem. He played with a lot of guys. But the other thing, that defense that Detroit played. They played that zone, the matchup zone that they were playing.
3-2.
3-2, ball movement. It was perfect to match up with the Bulls' perimeter game. Because at the beginning of the show, what'd you say? The Bulls have what?
No inside play.
They have what?
No inside.
Say that for the people in the back of the church.
No inside appearance.
Thank you, Deacon Green.
You're welcome.
Now time for the annulments.
You're right.
We're going to talk about the church picnic now.
No joy juice allowed.
And loose lips.
Sink ships.
Thank you.
No brown paper sacks.
We give you old school references here. Uptown Saturday Night.
You're right.
Flip Wilson. You get it all. But hey, you talk about it. Nobody in the post. The Bulls season. Let's.
Hey, they had a good run.
I didn't bring my hat like Kenny and Big Charles and them have on TNT. But if I had one, fishing time for the Bulls. Only bright spot out of this for the Bulls fans out there. And I know you're watching. 384-2452. Don't say you were outside because it was nice. Don't nobody cut their grass on Friday. Don't tell that story if I see you on the street. You know you watch Tell Like It Is, Bull fan. Give us a holler, 384-2452. The only good thing out of this whole series for the Bulls, getting ready to happen next month.
The draft.
The draft. The Bulls in the draft lottery, and they might have an opportunity. Slim, very slim, but they might have an opportunity to get either Greg Oden or Kevin Durant if they look up and that little bullhead on the ping pong ball pop up and Russ Granick pull that ball out and show it to you. And John Paxson is happy. So, Bulls fan, good season, nice run, but like Bundy said, when the big boys decided to play, they made the kids sit on the sideline.
You're right. But it's a learning experience. They'll be there. It ain't nothing like the 90s, the Jordan Bulls. A young team, they'll be back. They should.
Well, I think 2 issues for the Bulls I look at. Luol Deng, potential's unlimited. The downside is that P.J. Brown, as we said earlier, is 79 years old.
Yep.
Ben Wallace, he's not a center. He's not a center, and he's 65. Your guards, Kirk Heinrich and Ben Gordon, are too small. And that was evident by whenever Chauncey Billups wanted to change the pace of the game.
He would go down and post him up. Turn around.
Wow.
I mean, you know, P.J. Brown, last night he scored 20 points in the first half.
And didn't do zip in the second half.
Tired. Him tired.
Him tired. Him need pedicure. Him need his feet rubbed.
Hey, but
Well,
it's always two halves of the ball game. We know that.
and they gave him the first half, and then they took the big half. So Bulls fans, it's over. Not to rub it in, but you know, like I said earlier, what's happening with the Pistons? C-Dub gave up fame for a ring. Now tonight, in the other NBA playoff series, WWE was Wednesday night.
It's not WWE.
It's not-
That's
What-
Ultimate Fighting.
This is the Ultimate Fight. We got a cage match going on with San Antonio and Phoenix.
So I'll ask you a question. You being a official and everything, would you like to officiate games like this?
Oh, I'd love to be able to officiate a game like that.
I wouldn't.
You want to do it?
No.
Why not?
Because there's too much dirty play going on. You can't concentrate on the game. I mean, you got people kneeing each other and hitting their feet, and you
But-
can't see it all.
You
know,
can't
you
see
gotta
it?
put your glasses on there. You gotta put the rec specs.
I think, oh, that's a foul.
Then it's too late.
They going that way. Now, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of dirty pool going
Oh
on.
man, this is like Bulls and Pistons in the 80s.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Who does Bruce Bowen start to remind you of right now?
He remind me Rick Mahorn.
Rick Mahorn. Bruce Bowen is a poor man's Dennis Rodman.
You think so?
He's a poor man's Dennis Rodman because here's the thing. What does Bruce Bowen do? He plays good defense,
And rebound.
he rebounds, and then he'll always get an occasional bucket at the most crucial time of the game. And Rodman, when he played back in the day, would always seem to hit a three or a putback layup or anything
Yeah.
to break the spirit of the other team. And he was good for giving you a sack shot.
Hip check.
You see the knee that Bone gave Steve Nash?
Oh, it was accident.
Yeah. I accidentally introduced my knee to your hoo-hoo.
That's a dirty. I mean,
Dirty.
they playing dirty.
But another matchup, mano a mano. You got Manu Ginobili, Raja Bell. Now Manu is 14 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds a game. Raja is not scoring that much, but he's the defender for Phoenix.
Yes, he is.
You know, therein lies.
He's that kid.
That's right.
Who is this kid?
Who's this kid? I don't know this kid.
He been in the league longer than that man.
And he ain't no man.
But I mean, Ginobili. I mean, he got him a good shiner the other night.
Yeah.
He got a good one.
Now, the other thing, the desperate housewife,
Mr. Parker.
Mr. Longoria,
He's doing his thing.
Eva's soon-to-be husband,
He's doing his thing.
19 points a game.
And he just killing you. He just going to the basket anytime he wants to.
Bring that up due to the fact that everybody talks about Steve Nash. The desperate housewife is canceling out Steve Nash. Only area that Steve Nash got him at is assists. Steve Nash got 13 assists.
But Steve Nash is not known for a scorer.
Right.
He's a padded man. He's a modern day Pistol Pete.
Right.
I mean, he has great court awareness. I mean, I love to see about 20 of him on the court somewhere. I mean, the man, he's a short Magic Johnson.
Yeah, that's actually a good analogy. Short Magic Johnson.
I mean, he go to the hole. You think he's gonna lay it up, and here he is. He done dished it all, and Sean Marion got a reverse dunk.
Now, if he's short Magic Johnson, what do we call him? TV Magic Cards?
No, you call him TiVo. He's a rewind.
Pew!
Yep.
Save him till later. Now,
But
Timmy.
I told you, San Antonio.
You did tell me San Antonio, but
Hey,
we're going to talk about something in a second as to why San Antonio's up. And you know they play tonight, Game 6 in San Antonio, but I got a good feeling about this game for Phoenix. You know, and what I was just going to bring up, the man who had to sit out Game 5,
Mr. Jorge.
Almare.
And Mr. Jorge.
But Mr. Jorge, we ain't worried about Mr. Jorge.
Yeah,
we're gonna show
he-
his mugshot in a second, but we're gonna show Amari and Timmy right now. Timmy is a 24-12 man. Guess what Amari is?
What's Amari?
He's a 24-12 man.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Pretty good.
Both of them. BOFFUEM.
That's pretty good.
It is. Cancel each other out.
So who's the X factor?
The X factor for the Phoenix Suns is the Matrix, Sean Marion. Right now he's averaging about 17 a game. He's got to step up a little bit more. And the reason why is because you getting the Desperate Housewives is scoring 19. Steve Nash Bridges scoring 19. Amari and Timmy canceling each other out. Manu is canceling out Raja. You know, Barbosa, he's averaging about 16. The Matrix has got to step up for Phoenix.
It's got to come from somewhere.
Got to come from somewhere. You know the other thing that's got to come from somewhere? A phone call.
Somebody.
Stat Girl done went to Stat Girl training last. How was that training, Stat Girl?
Great, thank you.
Was it?
Yes.
Hey,
I really appreciate you saying.
hey, anything that we can do to improve the show?
Can we get our money back? Can we get our money back for the class?
Right.
I took the class.
Are you sure you took the class?
I heard you didn't go.
I talked to the people at Phoenix University. They said you didn't show up.
I thought y'all sent me to Atlanta University.
Oh, no.
See,
the wrong
we
school.
done went to the wrong school. What training did you go take?
Army training, sir.
Blown up. Well, let's see. Since she didn't go to the right training class,
Try to test her skills.
test her skills on whatever she learned when she went down to Atlanta. We sent her to Phoenix University, home of the Stat Girl training. So give her a call, 384-2452. Tell her like it is. We're talking NBA playoffs right now. A lot of other games going on, but I want to talk to you about the mugshot. I ain't gonna call him Big Shot Bob no more. I'm calling him Mugshot Bob.
Mr. Jorge.
Can we see? There it is. There it is. That's the one, mama. That's the man that knocked me down. That's a Steve Nash, you know, after that game, boy.
That wasn't, he didn't knock me. He hip checked him.
Well, he is from Canada, so he was just trying to make him feel at home.
Yeah. Welcome to the NBA. Hey, it's a good thing that Scores Table there, because he might have been ending up selling popcorn and hot dogs. He just jumped up and said, hey, would you like to buy some?
Hey, aren't you playing?
No, I'm selling popcorn.
You're concussed?
No, hot
You're-
dogs.
Who are you?
Miss Nash.
Doctor, come get him. But I bring that up, man. As everybody saw, Game 4 at the end, San Antonio was losing, and Mugshot Bob took a hip check, a flying check, into Steve Nash. Started a little altercation. Wasn't really, NBA. All professional sports fights are the same. This is all you see. Arms. Ain't nobody throwing no punches.
No.
But here's the problem. Stoudemire and Boris Diaw stood up and walked 8-10 feet.
They were checking in.
Yeah, I thought they was going to the scores table myself.
Yeah, right. That's what he wanted everybody to know. David Stern thought different.
And that's my issue I want to bring up with you, Mr. Official. Is there any gray area anymore in sports?
Well, it used to be until November 2 years ago in the Palace when they had the melee. I mean, you had people coming out of the stands, you had people throwing, Steven Jackson up there throwing haymakers like he stole something. And,
That stripper,
Jermaine
man.
O'Neal I mean, he just stole. He didn't got to, but he slipped.
Yeah.
I mean, he still stung him, but he didn't get the full effect.
He gave the old.
So now it's a rule. You come up off the bench. Actually, it started when the Knicks and Heat used to battle.
Yes.
Alonzo Mourning when he had Jeff Van Gundy wrapped around his leg and he tried to kick him like a
He
little
looked
gnat.
like an old marsupial.
But I mean, you got to have a gray area because if it's not like that, I mean,
And
I'll start a fight with you. Here come my boys.
Right, and that's the point I'm bringing up. Robert Horry, 7th, 8th man on San Antonio.
It might have been done on purpose.
He is averaging a little over 6 points a game in the series. He's not to say he's not been clutch over his career, but he's not a key factor on the San Antonio team. He, by his actions against Steve Nash, Phoenix lost Amari Stoudemire and Boris Diaw, their top scorer and their top reserve. And all they did was stand up.
Well, they stepped on the court.
Right,
Now, here's my question. Where them other guys in them suits at? Them get back, you got a get back coach on your team.
Yeah.
Even though he got a Armani suit on,
His job is to handle the
get
get.
back.
They were late on the get back. I agree with you.
That cost him a game.
But it's still, I got a real problem with the way they're enforcing this rule, because the intent of the rule, I understand, like you said, you don't want beer, popcorn, a bratwurst, and a cheese pretzel hitting you in the head
That's true.
because the fans lose it. But if a guy just takes a step, and the altercation was at half court, they didn't even make it down to the altercation. I can see
court.
if you step out and go where the immediate area of the altercation should be the rule, but the rule is if you leave the immediate area of the bench, it's a 1-game suspension.
He's at the coach's box.
That rule basically influenced possibly the series that may decide the championship.
That's true.
I got a big problem with that.
But you know the rule before you stepped on the court.
Yeah, but some rules are made to be
I
broken,
know.
man. You
I
know.
mean,
think about
it should be a bondage. Your team players, it should be a bondage there. I mean, if your guy getting hurt, you should go out there and try to help it. I mean, it seemed like you should come to help.
I agree. For example, if the irate caller comes in here right now and jumps on Stat Girl,
We going next door.
we're not going to just sit here and let somebody jump on Stat Girl. Like Big Bun said, we're going to go next door. We will get help. We'll get some help for Stat Girl. But, I mean,
It's going on what he got.
well, that's true.
If he got one of them things with him, hey, you on your own.
Don't look. Maybe he won't see
But I
us.
mean, it should be. Now, you think back in the day, in the 80s, back when NBA was real. What about when
Rambus and
when Charles Barkley held Larry Bird as Dr. J was chunking him?
that's good basketball.
Then what would that about?
Oh, that'll get you about a 3-game suspension there.
Nah, that might have got you a year of vacation.
Well, you know what? We know this caller ain't on vacation. Caller, tell us your name. Tell us where you're calling from. Tell it like it is.
This is Elder Tim Burnett again. What's up, Joe?
What's going on with you, Timmy?
Hey, man, you know what? Zero tolerance, baby.
Zero
Zero
tolerance.
tolerance. They ain't gonna want to hear nothing. They paying them jokers millions and millions of dollars to stay where they at.
Now, Tim,
Oh, they can pose it. Come on, now.
But
I'm
let-
making $40 million. I'm missing a game because I get off the bench and move 10 feet.
you can't legislate instinct. You can't tell me that if you see one of your teammates in trouble, you're not coming off the bench, Tim.
Oh, no, because that's my money, man.
Tim gonna stay on the bench like this.
It's different in the hood. If somebody's gonna jump on him, you know I got to roll.
Tim,
I'm getting paid. I'm gonna roll, right?
Tim, if you get paid, you still gonna roll. Because that's how you roll, Tim. Don't tell me that checkbook gonna keep you seated.
Well, it should keep me seated, man. If I know David Stone is gonna hit my pocket and hit the team, I got to be cool. They paying me all this money.
Tim,
And you said to get back.
Tim,
The get back coach in the suit
that's right.
doing his job. Well, I agree with that part.
Get back.
Right, the get back coach, that's his job. But Tim, This ain't check and go. This tell it like it is.
Well, that's right. I'm telling you like it is.
No, you talk about check and go. You trying to get a payday loan.
If it was NBA, if it was, remember, it's NBA and not NWA.
Well, tell
Some
me.
of them in there, but most of us in there.
Right. Well,
We can hit, if I can hit a Myers, Stoudemire, or somebody else in their wallet, take away the millions, I'm going to do that. Remember,
but wait a minute.
regardless of what it is, it's still getting ran by the upper establishment.
Right. But here's the thing.
No matter how much money you make.
Tim, here's the thing. You can fine them. I have no problem with you fining them, but by suspending them, not letting them participate in the playoff game, you actually are affecting how the playoff series are going to play out to almost determining who the champion is.
A rule is a rule.
Oh,
Well, but
The NBA and rules?
You know the rule from the jump, right?
Right.
okay.
You sign a piece of paper saying if you come up off this bench, you're gonna be suspended.
Well, Reverend Burnett, you sitting there, you and my buddy Bun, y'all talking holier than thou, talking about knowing rules.
You're right.
I can't understand y'all right now.
You're right. Don't hear us.
Tim, anything else you want to add about this bad rule?
Well, it is a bad rule, but it's rules are made to be followed or broken. If you break the rules, you're going to suffer the consequences. If you obey the rules, you're going to play. So, point blank, they knew the rule coming in the day.
Well, I'll tell you what. That rule helped San Antonio win Game 5, but those two boys are back, and Phoenix will win tonight, Game 6.
I agree with that. I agree.
And
It's
Game 7 will be back in Phoenix, and justice will be served on Sunday when Phoenix goes ahead and takes care of San Antonio. Appreciate you calling, Tim.
I'm with it.
Take care.
All right, I'll let you.
You're hot up on the collars.
Oh, my pressure. Where my pills?
You need your blood pressure, man.
I need my blood pressure medicine. I done left my stack. Is my pills over there, Stack Girl?
No.
Dang.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, you better calm down.
I'ma had to. Got me fired up like that. You call me anytime, Tim. We gonna debate some more about other, because that's a bad rule, man.
Well, rules are rules. What are you gonna break because it's playoffs?
Yeah, but there's some gray area. That's
Ain't
all
no
I'm
gray
saying.
area. Well, they'll work on it. They'll sit down as a group and
I got some gray area. That's
They'll revitalize it, but right now, you step on the court, you out the game.
yeah. Well, we gonna move on to another series, the Forgotten series. This is like a show on UPN. Ain't nobody watching this one.
No,
Cleveland and New Jersey.
everybody hates Chris.
Everybody hates Cleveland. Nobody's watching New Jersey and Cleveland. But King James,
It's shining.
3-2. Now, they did blow Game 5. They had an opportunity to close out the New Jersey Nets, but I know veterans like Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter are not going to go easily. Even though they've got a losing record going into the playoffs, they're not going easy.
They going down fighting.
King James.
Fighting temptations.
What's going to happen when Cleveland finishes off New Jersey and their next step, the Detroit Pistons?
Well, you don't have a stat on that. I believe Detroit has handled them all year.
Yeah. Handle them like a newborn.
Well, maybe they'll pat them and burp them and change their diaper and lay them down in their crib real nice.
And then put them to sleep.
Put them to sleep.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. I agree. Cleveland, they're playing good ball. LeBron,
He needs some help.
He needs some help. Drew Gooden,
Suspect.
Eric Snow,
Old.
Larry Hughes,
Suspect.
and is that Sideshow Bob out there that's playing center for them?
He might be.
He got the big floppy dude looking like Sideshow Bob. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't need to repeat it. Cleveland, enjoy it while it lasts, because next series against
Hey,
Detroit.
first time you've been to the conference finals.
Right. Now, Tim just called here and debated me, 384-2452. Big Bun said challenge him at the beginning of the show.
Talent.
Piccadilly crowd, I know you're out there. It may be nice out. I know you done started early though, it's Friday. Campus is clear. So ain't no lines to stand in.
Oh no, ain't no lines.
So you
They wide open.
get your brown bag, sit in front of the TV, UPTV Channel 6, tell it like it is.
Have you some joy juice.
Have your little joy juice and call on in. Let us know. Now over in the West, the other series, the Utah Illini closed out Golden State.
Kudos to them.
Yes.
But
Very good.
I tell you what, last Friday, woo! You talking about somebody should ate some King Vitamin cereal. What's the guy name?
Who? For
Utah. What's his name? You good with names.
D Brown?
No, the Spike guy.
Oh,
the one that should have ate the King Vitamins.
Andre Karolinko.
He has made Baron Davis as play of the year
Yes. If
after he went past Darren Williams.
if you don't know what we talking about last week, Baron Davis went left baseline. That's what your face. When somebody dunk like that, you get an ugly face. But I'm not gonna get too ugly right now because we can go back to the phone lines. 384-2452. What's your name, caller?
Yeah, my name is Brandon.
Brandon. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Champaign, Illinois, originally from Chicago.
Appreciate it, bro. Tell it like it is, Brandon.
Well, yeah, I have a question. I want to ask you guys, how far do you think the Utah Illini can go?
How far?
Yes.
This will
is
be their last series.
this is it.
You think this is it, honestly?
Honestly, and I'll tell you why. Let's look at the two matchups. If Phoenix comes out, Darren Williams matches up okay with Steve Nash, but Utah does not have a low post presence to match up with Amari Stoudemire, and the fact that Kurt Thomas, the veteran that comes off the bench, will give them big minutes. The problem for Utah in that series will be rebounding. When they play San Antonio, they're going to almost have the same problem in matchups on the baseline. Karolinko can't match up with Tim Duncan. Carlos Boozer, he's doing great right now, but he's too small against either one of those baselines. There's going to be the deciding factor in that series.
That is true. Carlos Boozer, though, I believe he will have a big series, and I think that Utah and Illini will make it to the finals. For the simple fact is, both the teams that they are matching up against are very, very good teams. But Darren Williams is playing great right now, being an excellent point guard, averaging over 10 assists basically in the playoffs. Then you have Carlos Boozer, low post presence, can shoot the jumper, can grab rebounds, can pretty much do anything under the low post. Karolinko, I think his defense is going to step up. Then you say Amari Stoudemire, he's going to have to, one of those big men are going to have to come out and guard Mehmet Okur out there on that three-point line because he can't put the ball in the net. Derek Fisher is an excellent defender, as you can see what he did against Baron Davis. So he's going to come in and provide a lot of physical, against the guards and be able to lock them up. I think they're going to make it to the next round, point blank period. Behind the Bulls is the team I picked to win the championship because Utah is a very good team. Also, as you know, they have a winning record against Phoenix during the regular season. They have a tied record against San Antonio, even though it's just a season. And now it's the playoffs, and it's a different story. Utah can pull it out and beat these guys in 7-game series. It's going to be tough. Darren Williams playing physical. He can dunk it. He can shoot it. He can pass it. You got Carlos Boozer. He's not going to go. He's a perennial all-star. If he was still with Cleveland, they're winning the championship. That was a bad move by Cleveland. But now that he's out there on the West, he's going to do a very good job against Amari, I believe, or Tim Duncan. And those guys, like I said, got the guard Mehmet Okur. You got Griciricic coming off the bench. You got, the one-man fast break. I think he could possibly have a breakout series against one of these teams with a couple fast break baskets and just pushing the ball in transition. This can be a big time for Utah Jazz and the Illini fans also, and I think it's going to be a big playoff series for all of the Utah Jazz, and I think they're going to win in 7 against whoever they play.
Brandon, excellent points. The only thing that one-man fast break will break out with is hives. He's not going to break out anything against San Antonio or Phoenix. We love him here, former Illini, but we're talking about NBA championship basketball. You got to take baby steps to get there. You got to crawl before you walk. Utah has had a fabulous season. Nothing to take nothing away from the guys you named off, but pick up the songbooks. The church picnic is starting in the back of the church. Go on out, get you a hot dog and Miss May's potato salad because your season's over.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be rooting for them because I used to work for the Atlanta basketball team as a manager, and I've got faith in all of them. So I'm going to be rooting for them, and I hope y'all root for them, too. Even though you don't think they can do it, don't be surprised. I'm going to call y'all back in about a couple weeks and let y'all know.
And we want you to.
All right, man.
And
Y'all
say,
have a great show. I enjoy watching.
And
Appreciate
say
it.
you was wrong.
Right. Take care, Brandon. He said he got faith.
Hey, ain't no wrong with that. Everybody got faith.
Ain't that girl you used to date in high school?
Faith.
Everybody talked to faith.
Everybody had a faith. Every school had a faith.
Faith, right. Hey, Faith, where you going?
Going to the church picnic.
Get some of that potato salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, he named off some things in terms of Karolinko. He talked about a core shooting a three. That basket gets smaller each series you play in.
That's true.
Them threes that them 7-footers are draining for the Jazz.
Hey, one thing
don't
Utah
do
has
that.
in his favor,
What's that?
the air is thin.
Yeah. But that Canadian that played for Phoenix and the Desperate Housewife, them boys, they run all day.
That's true.
They run all day,
That's true.
you know. So they're not concerned about it. So Brandon, you tell your rest of your boys, y'all keep the faith, and then y'all come on down. We'll take you out for a Coca-Cola or something.
It's Uncle Jared's pulled pork sandwich.
Right. Because it's going to be a little tough for the Utah Illini, you know. Last thing on the NBA, Dirk Nowitzki is the MVP.
He deserves it. Who deserves it? Well, you tell me, Joe, who deserves it?
Dirk Nowitzki?
Yeah.
The only reason- wait a
they
minute.
had one of the best records in the NBA.
Stop right there.
Even though they got
Stop right there.
All right.
Pause. The name of the award is most valuable player, not most wins in the regular season.
He was the Dallas Mavericks.
No. Because if he was
Well,
the,
who deserves it?
who deserved it? Steve Nash should have got it for the third time.
Nope.
Kobe Bryant,
He got suspended.
LeBron James. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by most valuable. When a player is removed from a team, what happens to that team?
All right. Take Dirk Nowitzki.
They'd be a 40-40 team.
That's right.
Take Kobe Bryant off the Lakers.
They still suspect right now.
You got the Minnesota Golden Gophers, not the Timberwolves, the Golden Gophers. I got a problem every time the NBA
I'm gonna tell
picks
you,
these awards. What do?
Kobe Bryant.
To the victor goes the spoils.
I'm tell you this. You always keep stats. Kobe Bryant would have won it. Mm-hmm. But he got suspended twice during the year, and that is a little flaw in the armor.
So what you're saying is a marketing tool.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm gonna tell you who deserved MVP.
Who deserved it?
Carmelo Anthony, but he won't get it because he got suspended. He was the Denver Nuggets.
Right.
That man, he left. It was a long time before. I mean, did he end up winning the scoring title?
Nah, I don't think he did.
I mean,
Because the gap, that 15-game gap.
but it was a long time before somebody caught up with him.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that
That's
man
true.
left averaging 30 points a game.
Yes.
And he had to sit down 15.
But I'm serious.
this.
I look at some of these teams. You know, I look at like the teams that are left in the playoffs right now. You look at Detroit. We talk about how they are well balanced. You take Chauncey Billups off Detroit.
They're suspect.
They suspect. They're not a playoff team. You take Steve Nash off of Phoenix. And the reason why I say Steve Nash, they played most of last year without Omari Stoudemire, and they still went deep into the playoffs.
Sure did.
So Stoudemire may be a 25-12 man, but Nash is the one that stirs the Kool-Aid. He's the wooden spoon on the Phoenix Suns. Then you look at the Utah Jazz. They're making it there. Darren Williams, probably a step below that level of the upper echelon players, but he's getting there. And then we talk about Tim Duncan or the Desperate Housewife. Those two.
Yeah.
So my point is, most valuable, not most wins. We got to change the name of it. If we're gonna keep using that criteria, change the name of the. I'm fired up today, man. I'm fired up.
Well, Dirk the Whiskey won it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I see.
What you gonna do?
No, where's the potato salad?
It's in the refrigerator.
It's in the refrigerator. And that red Kool-Aid is ready?
It's ready.
Okay, we
and
got
the deviled eggs.
got about 17 more minutes, then we're gonna go to the refrigerator. Get on some of this. Hey, Stat Girl, you got 2 calls. It's a 3-call minimum. Just cause we sitting in the city council chambers, the smoking ban, we ain't voting on none of that. Y'all better call Stat Girl. She got 16 minutes.
Get one more.
To get one more. She gonna pay us back for that training we sent her to last week. Went to Atlanta. Phoenix and Atlanta.
She could have said Phoenix, Alabama.
Right. She went to Atlanta.
Atlanta, Michigan.
She rolled in her eyes at you
And
and gave you some neck motion. She said, Atlanta, Michigan. Go ahead, Stat Girl, handle yours. We know. But yeah, Stat Girl got to get another call in the next 16 minutes. So 384-2452. She want to keep her job. We got a 3-call minimum down here. Those are the new rules on Tell It Like It Is. So I know the sun going down. It's getting a little cool out there. But switching. Baseball.
playing baseball.
Play a little baseball.
Interleague. Yes.
Interleague started.
Today,
Your team.
the Mets will play the Yankees.
Talk about them.
Hey, Mets yesterday. We're not going to talk about that. I gave up on them. That was luck. I think it was pure luck. Hey, but the Cubs come back today. They win 6-3. Dempster had a save.
He better have.
Well, but they playing the White Sox. They only batting $190.
Come on now.
Okay,
Buck 95. Okay, we'll move them up a little bit. You're right.
They
They are
playing one of
playing
the
the
worst
Sox.
teams. They playing one of the worst teams in the American besides Kansas City
That's true.
and the Yankees.
Interleague baseball.
It's good matchups.
Good matchups now. Now, the only interleague that should happen is this. The Mets, the Yankees, Cubs, Sox, San Francisco, Oakland, Anaheim, and the Los Angeles Angels and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Those 2 should play.
Got the Astros and the Rangers.
And Astro and Rangers, the Cardinals and the Royals.
He got Pepsi and Creative Marble.
We're going to talk about that too a little bit later in the show. But that's it. No more of this White Sox against the Phillies.
What's wrong with that?
That's
The
ridiculous.
Cardinals playing the Tigers.
The interleague ball like that kills the All-Star game.
I love it.
I hate it.
I love it.
I told you
There's
I'm
nothing like
fired.
it. There's nothing like it.
Is the ribs ready?
No, it's still marinating.
Oh, God. How much longer I got to sit here and
2 hours.
2
Slow
hours?
cooking them.
Tell it like it is.
We slow
384-2452. Give us a call. Give us your opinion on interleague baseball. It should only be the long time
So what the rest
traditional
of the teams?
teams
What the rest of the teams do?
play each other like in the regular. They play the NL Central games and NL East or whatever. But
That's why you here, not the commissioner of baseball. That's why you here, and you're not the commissioner of NBA or the commissioner of NFL.
you saying I wouldn't be good at those jobs?
Wouldn't be good
Why not?
because you show favoritism.
So I like to show favoritisms.
That's why Mr. Tagliabue's not there anymore. It's new sheriff in town.
And his name ain't Reggie Hammond.
It's good all.
But like you said, man, the Cubs playing the Sox, they won today 6-3. Ryan Dempster got to say yesterday I said it last week. That's why I'm so fired up. Because I hate being right on stuff like this. The Cubs middle relief. Wirtz, Omen, Dempster, Howard. They stink. And Lupa is just getting ready to blow a gasket.
Oh yeah, his tires are, high pressure. He's like a NASCAR, and them tires is bald, they smoking, and anytime a little debris come across the track, He's gonna do a Hal McRae.
Yes, he is. I'm getting tired. He gonna start throwing stuff off his desk because the Cubs are now, I think, 2-9 in one-run ball games. 2-9.
Wow.
Imagine if you flip that. Right now, the Cubs are 19-21, 2-9.
Turn that around.
Turn that around, make them 9-2. That'd be carry the 2, 4.
They might be in first place.
Yeah, they'd be pretty close. I hope any of my math teachers ain't sitting out there watching. I got the answer if I can find my calculator. My Texas Instrument is around here somewhere. But there's another team. Cardinals.
The Chicago Cardinals. The Milwaukee Cardinals.
These
The
are
St. Louis Cardinals.
yipper.
Talking about world champs.
World chumps.
They doing good.
To
They
stay-
having a little turmoil right now.
Well, what is the turmoil?
They had a guy die,
Yeah, God rest his soul.
and I mean, they,
Was he passed away before the season even started though?
but the bat's not alive yet.
No, and the bats ain't gonna come alive.
It ain't the bats. It's the bats and the pitching.
Scott Rowland, Jim Edmonds, Albert makes the rumors about the juice look a little bad for you. He ain't hitting the ball this year.
He ain't seeing it. Maybe he needs some glasses.
You think it Lasix? He need to go to Danville and get the surgery.
Maybe so.
Galen Eye Clinic, somewhere. Go see somebody. I think Walmart having a special. Stack Girls, Walmart having a glasses special. Maybe we can get. They always having a special.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. Albert Pujols.
He get the rec specs.
Could you see him with them big Tweety Bird glasses on coming up the bat?
That take that intimidating look away.
I thought I saw a fastball. Moving on to my man Barry Bonds in the Bonds Hank Watch. Nothing to report.
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's been resting.
He ain't been resting. He ain't got a hit, I think, in a month of Sundays.
He had a hit.
He's
did
0
over
for
a
2, 0 for 3, 2 walks. You know what's happening?
He loses morale.
He losing his morale. He losing his mojo. Do I make you horny?
He'll be back.
It's killing him. He can't hit because they won't pitch to him because the pitchers, it's a conspiracy. That's why I should be the commissioner.
Who would you say? If y'all don't pitch to him, y'all gonna be suspended 3 games.
No Kool-Aid, no Gatorade for you if you don't pitch to Barry Bonds.
You had to go to the ballpark and sit way up in the top.
Yeah.
You couldn't sit down on the field.
That's true.
Hey, Joe Stone, ain't that Joe Stone?
Bing! Not no more. New commissioner. I'd had a job for about 7 minutes.
You're right.
Wow. I wouldn't, all the crazy stuff I talk, man. I just talk it just to see
No,
if I
you're
can
not.
get folks to call.
You for real.
Because the clock it is like a telethon. Stat Girl needs you. 384-2452. For 30 cents a day, you can send Stat Girl to Stat Girl school. Call now. Stat Girl, we're trying. Stay in there. Give her a call, 384-2452. 10 minutes left in the show. You know what? There's another playoff going on. Hockey. Stanley Cup.
Red Wings.
Red Rings and the
You talking about the shoes?
Senators and the Buffalo,
Sabres.
the Sabres and the Ottawa Senators and
Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
It's the Western Conference against the Eastern Conference. They play for this big giant silver cup. It got a bowl on top. You put fruit and stuff
Lord
into
Stanley's
it.
Cup.
Lord Stan, keep talking. Help me out here. Right now it's 2-2 in the West with the Red Wings. Now Detroit is in Michigan, but they're in the West. And then they playing the symbol that was. Show that thing again, Jason. Could you put the in a? You sitting at home watching you see the thing with the peoples, and it's the one dude with the helmet on, look like a Michigan State Spartans.
That's Drew Stanton.
That's Drew Stanton Club. What a Drew Stanton? I think they left school. I think they got kicked out. The Drew Stanton Club, they used to call us all the time. Hit us 384-2452. But it's 2-2 in the West, it's 3-1 in the East, and that's all I know about hockey. Don't call here and ask us. Challenge him. Don't challenge me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm telling like it is.
Hockey.
Hockey. I used to like hockey when I was a kid.
Yeah, I still love it.
Bobby Orr and
Icing.
Phil
Cross the blue
Esposito
line,
used to play for Boston Bruins.
Power play.
Tony Esposito, Stan Mikita used to play for Chicago. I knew all them dudes, personal friends.
Did you?
Yeah, used to call me. We used to go out for ice cream. Now look, now I'm doing tell it like it is.
It was a good thing you didn't pursue it because, most of them hockey players don't have no front grill.
Let me show you my hockey grill.
Show me that smile.
Hey, I'm here to do a commercial for Crest.
With 3 teeth.
But
Like, what happened to you? Yeah, man,
long story. I got checked into the boards. This Saturday, moving on, Preakness. The field went from 20 it was like a hallway at a middle school in Champaign for the Kentucky Derby. And now the Preakness is like a private school. They got 9 horses in the race.
Well, the reason why is that because the Kentucky Derby is a prestigious event.
But there was a plow horse and a mule.
Well, yeah, but it breaks out now.
All right, so now
They don't have that. They don't have that entry fee. I mean, it costs $250,000 to enter your horse in the Kentucky.
Oh, so what you saying
It ain't like you go down there and fill out a form.
I want to put my horse in.
Joe Stovall and horse's name Lucky Debonair. Lucky Debonair.
Horse name here.
And my trainer is Bob Stovall, and my jockey is John Towns.
There you go. You can't do that?
No,
Don't work that way?
they're like, what have you won?
Well, he won the Boys Club Derby 2 years ago. He ran around Park Street and Church Street.
Okay, all right.
Anything else? I just can't figure it out. Like I said, I'm fired up. The food ain't ready. And sports has really got
since we had Triple Crown.
sports has really got me confused. But I'm gonna jump into a serious subject matter. Scholarship athletes, female scholarship athletes, being threatened, lose their scholarships if they get pregnant. ESPN Outside the Lines just did a story. Well, there are female athletes out there who have lost their scholarships because they got pregnant while participating in Division I collegiate athletics.
They think female athletes not supposed to have a social life.
Now, here's the crux of the issue. The athletes signed an agreement saying that if they became pregnant while participating in the sports team, they understood that their scholarships could be revoked. Wow. I know I'm an old school, chauvinistic old dinosaur, but that stinks.
It does. That's
And I
bad.
know there's some people out there who got an opinion on this, 384-2452.
You have to have one for men.
Because-
if you get somebody pregnant, you have to be.
Now you speaking the language. We talk about Title IX and about making equitable across the board for women and men's sports. That's the only way. If you're going to try to legislate morality to the females, and you got brothers and folks out there getting students pregnant, where's that clause? There's that morality clause in their scholarship. Don't see that happening. And I know some people will say, well, it's all tied to performance. If you can't go out there and play, then why should they pay for you to go to school? We had a couple basketball players that found a tree, went tree shopping. I don't know if they lost their scholarships. They couldn't perform their duties.
That's true.
We got the 3-call minimum taken care of. Caller, tell us your name, tell us where you're calling from, tell it like it is.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know I didn't hear the phones ringing, so I wanted to help you out there.
Help me out there, caller.
Thank you.
You don't know anything about hockey?
You know what, man? I think I'm in the silent majority of sports fans in this country. The NHL, we talked about this a few weeks ago, with the cable TV contract that the Blackhawks have up in Chicago, you just don't get an opportunity to see hockey like we used to. And because of that, and the fact that it's only covered really during playoff time. So, how many people are really watching the Stanley Cup playoffs right now?
I just watch Junior League.
You just watch Junior League?
By Southwest.
You just watch.
Louis.
So you watch your son play, but you don't watch the professional game.
Nah,
Why is that?
I'm working.
You're working. That's one good reason.
Right.
But if you weren't working, would you watch the NHL?
Oh, yeah.
Would you? Now, here's another question. If you think back when there were a lot of prominent American players playing hockey that people could relate to, now you've got the influx of foreign players playing professional hockey. Has that also turned off the viewing public?
Not at all. Not at all. In fact, with my brother-in-law, we went and saw a Blackhawks game last, was it Easter or Christmas or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And people were chanting USA because it was the candidates team. I'm trying to remember. But everybody there was chanting USA, and there's like half their team is what? From where?
So what you're saying is they had too many adult beverages and couldn't figure out who they were rooting for.
Well, it's a good time.
Well, I tell you what, since we only got a few minutes left in the show, I hate to cut you short, but I need you to give me a call next Friday, 7 o'clock, UPTV. You'll be our hockey expert from here on out.
I don't know about that, but I'll give you a call.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. Hey, no, I don't know anything about
But
it.
it's true. Hockey's a darn sport. I mean, because you look at Mario Lemieux, he paid the Penguins salary.
Yeah,
I mean, no.
that was Mario Lemieux.
yes, it was.
You're right. Right. One of the last great players that.
Paid the whole. I mean, you going to reach your part. Hold on, let me write you a check.
You gonna get $4. I'll give you $3. Oh, that was nice. You get $7.
It's
It's a dying sport.
yeah.
It is. And like I said, the caller made a point. Here it is. You got fans chanting USA. Half their players are from other parts of the world.
Yeah.
You know.
They have a big thing. Hockey,
that shows you how-
USA versus the world.
And
Hockey.
there's supposed to be some knowledgeable hockey fans out there and don't even know. Now, we got 1 minute left in the show. You know, I was going to talk about Brett Favre acting like Roger Clemens and Roger Clemens acting like Brett Favre. I think they're the same people. They're like LaToya and Michael Jackson. But you know what I got to close the show with? I ain't going to close the show with American Idol.
Dancing,
I'm not going to close the show with Soul Train.
dancing
I'm going to close the show with what?
with the stars.
Dancing with Lay.
So it's 3 left. I saw this on PTI.
Oh, you know the 3 now, huh? Come on.
It was like Apollo,
That's 1.
Layla,
That's 2.
and I don't know who the other guy.
Joey Knuckles.
Yeah.
Joey Fatone. And the finals are Monday. Now, Layla says she gonna do anything to win. That means Fatone and Apollo, y'all better not win or y'all gonna
She
get...
gonna bring us some Everlast.
Oh,
She gonna knuckle up. Who wanna go first?
right. Hey, Layla, come on now. Pow! Who next?
Not me.
Not me. And the winner is by default.
Layla.
Layla. So if you ain't got a chance, check it out. Final show, the 22nd, Dancing with the Stars. Hey, man,
It's been real.
been real. Potato salad, coleslaw ready back there.
Pulled pork is ready.
Jason, great job. Coach, we appreciate you. Stat Girl, the hockey call saved you.
She had somebody call
He
in
shot that from the blue line. Slap shot.
on an empty
He shoots, he
goal.
scores.
On an empty goal.
Empty netter.
Empty netter.
An empty netter saved Stat Girl. I'm going to get some of that
Watching
pulled
a
pork. I don't know
master
about you,
at
man.
work.